think that the impact that this agreement which we entered into on October 17th of last year and are currently ongoing now, the impact of that has to be considered further than the legislative impact. I believe that serve and protect is not just words on the side of the police car. There are a contract, there are a promise, there are an agreement between law enforcement officials and the community that they live in. I believe the community responsibility is a very real, tangible thing, and I think it should be considered anytime any action is taken of this sort. As a federal law enforcement officer, I've engaged in some of these operations last year, and my overwhelming opinion, my overwhelming takeaway from that is that this was a problem, a solution in search of a problem. It did not solve anything. It did not make anyone feel safer. It stressed the length and breadth of our capacity to respond to legitimate law enforcement emergencies, and it wasted the time of the men and women who entered into these law enforcement agencies with the intention of doing good. When I talk about impact, I don't mean just the immediate impact, I mean the impact after. When I was doing these operations, I drove away from that, and that was the end of my concern with it. What should be considered is the damage we're doing to the community, the damage we do to the families, the damage we do to the individuals caught up in this web, and the reputational damage done to the law enforcement, done to Westmoreland County, and done to the area as a whole. I think all these things are wounds that will last much longer than whatever headlines a raid will generate. And I think it's past time we considered that as well. By the way, I didn't mention that I do live in Enfield Township. I've been living here for 7 years. I don't know what happens to the families that we walked away from. What I do remember is the faces of the people that we put in Moshannon Valley. I remember what the conditions looked like when I went up there, and those are the things that stay with me. And I ask that we consider all these things before we continue an agreement which, in the long term, does not benefit anyone. Thanks very much.